all journey have a secret destination that a traveler is unaware about. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. It was 10 a.m. in the morning. I was waiting at Trivandrum bus terminal. Everyone was busy. I could see people running to catch the bus. I could see beggars begging around. Few merchants trying to earn their living. And in the midst of all this chaos, I just took a minute to enjoy that loneliness in between that busy environment. I saw a tea stall at a distance and I walked towards it. I took a cup of tea, and while I was sipping, my eyes fell on the board of a bus which stated Ponmudi. Suddenly I recollected a discussion I had with one of my friends a couple of days back. He said that he made a trip to Ponmudi and it was very interesting. Without even thinking twice, I decided that I'm going to go there. I finished my tea and I hopped into the bus. I took the last seat. There is a reason why I always take the last seat, because for me, the last seat is where I get the best view. After some time, the bus driver got in and he started the bus with a jerk. And the jerk was going to remain throughout the journey. But none of the passengers, including me, was affected by this, because it was not the first time we were traveling in a KSRTC bus. As the journey continued, it was getting hotter and hotter. The conductor came next to me and he shouted, "Tickets, tickets." I pulled out a 100-rupee note and I gave it to him and I said, "Ponmudi." He returned most of whatever I gave. To be precise, he returned 71 rupees. Suddenly it struck me, some of the most beautiful places are accessible for less than 50 rupees. Cheaper than a movie ticket. We carried on with the journey. Through the windows I could see the cars and the bikes dragging themselves through the traffic, just like ants moving around. We moved on, and after a while I saw that the number of vehicles around were getting lesser and lesser, and the climate was becoming cool. I could feel that cool breeze on my face. By this time, most of the people had got out of the bus. There were a few students in the front, a couple of passengers in between, and I alone towards the end. I heard a passenger telling his friend that get ready for the hairpins. There were 22 of them. I was excited. As soon as we moved on, I saw the first signboard. It stated 1 out of 22. It was an indication of the kind of, which number of hairpin we had taken. As we moved on, I saw more and more of those boards. It said 1, 2 out of 22, 3 out of 22, 4 out of 22. It was a beautiful scenery. As and when we moved on, the scenery became so beautiful, and the bus started moving slower and slower. At hairpin number 8, the bus even stopped. I was a little nervous. I looked at the driver, but it was quite normal to him. We just started it and we continued with the journey. As we moved on, I saw a glimpse of that beautiful mountain range. I was spellbound. I didn't utter a word. As and when we moved forward, I could see more and more of it. At around 2 p.m., the bus completed its journey of 22 hairpins, and we were there at the bus stop. I got down and I went to a nearby hotel and had some food. After that, I inquired with the security. He said that Echo Point, which is the most beautiful place of Ponmudi, is somewhere around 7 kilometers from this bus stop. I asked him whether there is any transport available. He said I have to wait for 2 hours. I thought for a while. In the gym, I used to jog and walk for 5 kilometers, so I can easily make the 7 kilometers. Only thing I was concerned about was security. I asked him how secure it was. He looked at me and he said, "It is safer than Trivandrum railway station." I didn't quite understand the joke, but he was definitely smiling at that point of time. I started my journey again, and just around 200 meters, it started drizzling. Luckily, I was carrying an umbrella. By the time I was about to get the umbrella, it stopped drizzling. I kind of understood this won't be tricky. Either I have to keep the umbrella throughout, or I just have to enjoy the rain. I choose option number 2. As I moved along, it started drizzling again. A fresh feel of water on my face was relaxing, refreshing, and rejuvenating. I carried on for a while. After walking for a couple of kilometers, I was tired and I decided to take a break. I saw a big stone and I thought of sitting on top of it. By this time I was surrounded by the mist and I could not see a thing. I was sitting on top of it for a while and suddenly I saw sun rays coming towards me, falling on my face. The mist at that point of time was moving aside just like a curtain that was being pulled up before a big show. And then I saw the most beautiful thing that I had ever seen in my life. A great, majestic mountain range standing tall with the sun hiding behind it. I couldn't utter a word. The beauty of it made me numb. The only thing that came out of my mouth is, God, there cannot be a better artist than you. I sat at that place for 1 hour, just enjoying the beauty of it. After that hour, I started back walking. But I knew one thing. I was not the same guy who came there an hour before. That 1 hour had changed me. It was a kind of spiritual experience that I've gone through. That 1 hour I felt that I was having a conversation with God Himself. The silence and the beauty of that place had taken my mindset into a different level. I started thinking about life and the purpose of life. I carried on with my journey. I reached the top at around 5. The scenery was beautiful. I do not have words to express. At around 7, I came down. My bus was around 7:20. In the meantime, I was talking to one of the security guards who was there for more than 5 years. He asked me a question which I will never forget in my life. He asked me, "What is it up there?" I was shocked. I told him, "Friend, you do not know what you're missing." He made me think, are we not like him? Living our life for the heck of living, not even knowing what we are missing. As we move on with our life, I urge every one of you, take some time to spend it with the nature. If possible, spend it alone. I guarantee you it will be a life-changing experience for all of you. To conclude, let me give you a statement given by Mary Ritter. Certainly, what she said is, certainly, traveling is not about sightseeing. It's about a change that will go deeper and permanent in your ideas of living. Over to you.